Hey everybody, it was just International Women's Day this week, and so I thought I'd maybe just take a video to talk a little bit about the issue of gender identity. And I know that there's a million different things under the umbrella of that term, but I want to talk specifically about how we define what it means to be a man and what it means to be a woman. You know, we live in a culture that, because it is rejecting God, it is rejecting the idea that we have a creator. And so when you reject the idea of a creator, then along with that, you reject any designs that have been attributed to that creator. So, for example, instead of saying, this is what a man is, this is what a woman is, we begin to say, well, there's really no designer. So, what a man is, what a woman is really up to each of us to interpret for ourselves. And we have all these different voices and cultures speaking to this is what it means to be a man, this is what it means to be a woman. Actually, it doesn't mean anything to be either, and it's whatever you want it to be. So, how do we, as Christians, come to understand what it means to be a man and what it means to be a woman? Well, I want to point you to Matthew chapter 16. And in Matthew 16, Jesus asks a really interesting question of his disciples. He's walking with them and he says, guys, who do people say that I am? Who do people say I am? What's my identity? And they tell him, well, some people say you're John the Baptist. You're like the reincarnation of John the Baptist. Others say, you've got the spirit of Elijah. Others say you've got the spirit of one of the prophets. So basically what they're saying is some say you're a supernatural man sent from God. Some say you're a prophet, you're this, you're that. And then Jesus asks the most crucial question of them. He says, okay, here's what I really want to know. Who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? And we get that incredible answer from Simon Peter, who says, you're the Christ, the Son of the living God. That's who I say that you are. And Jesus says, blessed are you, Simon, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And when we come to follow Jesus, when we make the decision to do that, who we are as men, who we are as women, no longer is based on what anybody else is saying. So we don't ask the question, what are people saying it means to be a man? What are people saying it means to be a woman? That's not the question we ask anymore. The question we ask is of Jesus, and we say to Jesus, who do you say that I am? Who do you say I am as a man? Who do you say I am as a woman? And then we get into his word where God has so much to say about identity, about what it means to be a man or a woman. And so I want to encourage you, if you are ever wrestling with or wondering, what does it mean to be a man? What does it mean to be a woman? Get into the Word of God. The book of Ephesians is a great way to start, and go into it with that mindset that says, who do you say I am? And if you're a parent, I want to encourage you to raise your kids to understand the importance of asking that question. God, who do you say that I am? Train them to ignore all the other voices telling them who they are or who they should be, and to go back again and again and again, just like you and I need to Jesus himself, and to ask Jesus the question, who do you say that I am? And you know what? You'll always find that the answer is more wonderful than anything you could ever have expected, as he tells you that you are part of his family, that you are precious, that you are worth dying for. And he begins to speak into you these incredible things that he's calling you to become, in this incredible way that he's calling you to live. So if you want to know what it means to be a man or a woman, seek God, get into his word, ask that question of the scriptures, and you'll be blessed by what you find. God bless you guys. I love you.